Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Disco. Today we're taking another look at XRP and the RLUSD, or the Ripple Labs US dollar stablecoin. Obviously, we know this was coming. They announced that they were going to do it a couple months ago, and then 2 days after Judge Torres finally closed the door on the SEC lawsuit, they said, boom, we're in beta testing, waiting on regulation approval while they go through that. But we're going to take a look at why it's so important. One, for Ripple, it's going to be a huge cash cow for Ripple, but also for XRP. Because it's just another coin, just a stable coin for Ripple to have. Well, really, it's got big implications for the XRP and the XRP ledger. We'll talk about it once we get into it a little bit. So, what we're talking about here, it's one, not just on the XRP ledger, but also on Ethereum mainnet. But not only that, as they get those up and running, they're going to expand to additional blockchains and DeFi protocols over time. First one that comes to my mind for additional blockchain would be Flare, except obviously Flare has USDX of their own on there, but that doesn't mean much. If Ripple wants to put it on there, that's not a big deal. But obviously, they're saying, it's going to be new opportunities, liquidity, and instant use cases for users, developers, and applications, which is true. And it's currently in its beta phase and being rigorously tested by all their enterprise partners, because obviously they have huge standards as we're talking about security and everything else, and that's known especially with how XRP can process tens of thousands of transactions per second. So, but why is this important for XRP, for the stablecoin of US RLUSD? Well, how's it going to move? XRP being the native coin to the XRP ledger, XRP by itself, standalone, like, oh yeah, look what it can do. Fractions of a second, 10,000s transactions per second, but it needs utility. It needs to move something from point A to point B, or from person A to person B, or in most cases, it's going to be from institution A to institution B. And so, hey, we're not just talking about a cross-border payment now. We're talking about intra-border payments. So between institutions, going from, hey, Bank of America to BlackRock, and back and forth, not just going from, hey, Bank of England to BlackRock, or wherever in the US or anywhere else in the world. Obviously, we know that XRP can do that, but tying it to a stable coin that it's going to move for it is huge. That's one huge improvement that's going to bring more utility to XRP. And obviously, all we're waiting for is utility and adoption from all institutions to bring over the new financial system to replace SWIFT, and that'll be big for XRP's utility. And obviously, we're all waiting for the price to follow, right? So something we've been waiting for a long time. But why is this important for Ripple? Well, let's take a look at Tether. They reported $2.85 billion in profit, like billion with the B, off a stable coin. How do you make so much money off a stable coin, right? Well, because you have to keep issuing more. So if it's tagged 1-to-1, well, hey, the US government keeps issuing more dollars, so Tether's going to do the same thing, right? And they tie it back to the dollar. So, but they have, I think, is less than 100 employees, and it has the largest profit for a company that small, which is insane how much money they're making. Insane. So Ripple looks at this and like, one, hey, we can get to that game. They can do it better, right? Using XRP and now all the partnerships and everything you have. And you don't think they want a slice of that pie? I mean, coughing up $125 million fine by the SEC that Judge Torres put on them, which is about 10, 12 times more than what Ripple said they should pay, but it was 94% less than what the SEC wanted them to pay. The SEC wanted them to pay $2 billion in fines. Well, $125 million, what they're actually paying, is just a drop in the bucket. So once Ripple gets regulation approval for RLUSD on their stablecoin, we should see some movement in the price of XRP, and Ripple's value is just going to skyrocket. Like, we're already talking about Ripple being a unicorn company like the next Apple, the next Amazon, right? As we get into this new financial digital age, when they start putting money hand over fist with stablecoin profits added to that, when they get to an IPO probably next year, whether it's in the U.S. or outside the U.S., I think it depends on if Trump is elected president, they'll probably do an IPO in the U.S. If not, probably like somewhere in Switzerland. It's going to be insane what Ripple's going to be worth. Brad Garlinghouse is already a very rich man, and everybody else that's tied into Ripple and those early founders. I mean, we've already seen the Lamborghinis from Chris Alderity and all those memes and everything else. But this is going to be insane. If you can get in the Ripple IPO, I mean, more hats off to you. Obviously, this isn't financial advice. We can just read the tea leaves and predict where it's going. But those are my thoughts. What do y'all think? Think it's going to be good? I'll see the sooner the better. All right, like and subscribe. Let me know if there's something else you guys want to take a look at. Until next time, we'll see you later.